The stadium is eerily silent, the kind of silence that feels almost tangible, wrapping around you like a heavy fog. It's a silence that speaks louder than any cheer or chant ever could. Not a cheer in sight. The seats, once filled with hopeful fans, now stand as empty sentinels to our defeat. Each vacant bleacher a reminder of the expectations we failed to meet. Just silence. My boots drag across the grass like they're carrying the weight of the entire club. 8 goals, 2 for us. The pitch, usually a place of joy and triumph, now feels like a battlefield where we lost more than just a game. None of them enough to hide the humiliation. Each goal we scored felt like a fleeting moment of hope, quickly overshadowed by the avalanche of goals against us. Every step feels heavier than the last, the weight of the loss pressing down on my shoulders, making each movement a struggle. It's as if the very ground beneath me is pulling me down, refusing to let me forget the night's events. I avoid looking anyone in the eye. Teammates, staff, even the fans watching from home. The shame is too much to bear. I can feel their disappointment, their questions, their silent accusations. I can already hear the questions, the headlines, the blame. The media will have a field day with this. They'll dissect every moment, every mistake, every missed opportunity. I'm Messi, the number 10, the captain, the symbol of hope. But tonight, that hope feels distant, almost unreachable. The weight of the armband feels like a shackle, a constant reminder of the responsibility I carry. But tonight, I was just a man watching his world fall apart. The dreams, the aspirations, the hard work, all crumbling in front of my eyes. My lungs burn, not from running, but from holding in the disbelief. Each breath feels like a struggle, a fight to keep the emotions at bay. This wasn't just a loss, it was a statement, a brutal reminder of our vulnerabilities, our weaknesses. It was a collapse, a nightmare I couldn't wake up from. Every second felt like an eternity. Every goal against us a dagger to the heart. As I stare at the scoreboard one last time, a part of me wonders, is this the end of something? The end of an era? The end of our dreams? Is this the end of something? Or just a harsh lesson we needed to learn? A wake-up call to push us harder, to make us stronger. Every echo in the tunnel feels like a ghost of the past, mocking me. What went wrong? Where did we fail? The questions swirl in my mind, each one more painful than the last. The locker room is a blur of faces, none of us willing to speak. What could we say? Words feel inadequate, almost meaningless in the face of such a defeat. Words wouldn't mend what broke tonight. The bond, the trust, the belief, all shattered in those 90 minutes. I sit down, my head in my hands, and the weight of the world crashes down on my shoulders. The enormity of the loss, the expectations, the dreams, all weighing heavily on me. This jersey, this badge, tonight they feel heavier than ever. They represent more than just a team. They represent a legacy, a history, a dream. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the faces of young fans devastated, their dreams, their hopes, their belief in us shattered. They looked at me for hope, for magic. They believed in the impossible, in the miracles we could create on the field. And tonight, I gave them none. I failed them. The weight of their disappointment is almost too much to bear. I close my eyes, trying to escape for just a moment, trying to find a place where the pain, the disappointment, the shame can't reach me. Trying to find a glimmer of light in this darkness, a spark of hope, a reason to keep going. But in the end, reality pulls me back, the harsh, unforgiving reality of our defeat. And as I open my eyes, I know the journey isn't over. The fight isn't done. We fell tonight, yes, but this isn't the end. It's just a chapter in our story. But tomorrow is another day. A new dawn, a new opportunity to rise from the ashes. This loss, this pain, it will fuel us, it will drive us, it will make us stronger, more determined, more united. Because in football, as in life, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you rise. And rise we will. With every fall we learn, we grow, we become better. And one day we will look back at this night, not with regret, but with pride in how far we've come.